shot a 2 under 68 today in the opening round. Can you maybe summarize your round a little bit for us and maybe some things you liked?
Well, first of all, it's probably pretty surprising seeing as I didn't have a whole lot of prep coming in and had 4 weeks off in the lead up to this with a few things going on. But yeah, I played, for the most part, played pretty solid. There was some pretty scruffy iron shots in there and my short game saved me. And I rode a pretty hot putter today, which was nice. Had a couple of really good wedge shots on 2 and 16, didn't convert the one on 16. And for the most part, when I was in trouble today, I was generally in trouble in the right place and managed to get it up and down or get myself out of trouble pretty nicely.
That's great. Thank you. We'll open it up for questions, starting with Juan on 1.
You alluded... Oh.
Sorry. Yeah. So, Ryan, can you take us through the adventure of your last 2 weeks? I mean, I think there's a baby involved, there's bad weather, there's all kinds of things. No?
Yeah, it's been an interesting, probably last month. At the Masters, I was pretty sick on the weekend. Tried to play Hilton Head, withdrew from there after 9 holes, just feeling awful. Got home, got told I got pneumonia, which pretty much explained why I felt so bad. And I had a couple of weeks off, just being dad and trying to recover from that. And that took a fair while on antibiotics to get over that. And basically, as soon as I got over that, our daughter was born, which was just over 2 weeks ago now. Our second daughter was born, Margot. So yeah, had a few sleepless nights and not a lot of practice. And one of the days I was supposed to go to practice, Auckland flooded for the 3rd time this year. So I think I drove around Auckland 27 kilometres in 4 hours in chaos. So yeah, it wasn't quite the ideal preparation for a major, but I was kind of hoping the fact I needed a break after a busy start to the year and being mentally fresh would have been important this week. And so far it's sort of showing that you need to be pretty patient around this golf course and accept that you're going to have a couple of bad bounces, you're going to get a few bad lies. And yeah, it's sort of nice to come in here fresh and just be able to accept that.
Quick follow-up on being fresh. I understand this morning too, you missed the email about the frost delay, and you were here like at 5 a.m. So
yeah, I left my hotel at 5:30 just before I got the email. I was due to see my physio at 6, and I was going to have breakfast beforehand. And yeah, just as I got to the golf course, I got the text, and I certainly would have liked another hour and a bit in bed, but I can go and have a pretty nice nap this afternoon, I think.
Thank you.
Great. Jeff?
Right. When did you regain your strength after the pneumonia? And maybe after not playing for a month, is there something to be said for having lighter expectations?
Yeah, to be honest, I still don't feel like I've got it back completely. Like my speed's down a little bit on what it normally is. Probably took 2 weeks at home just to get any energy back. I go and do something with my daughter and then feel like I could sit on the couch all afternoon, which I guess is not a bad thing anyway. And yeah, coming in this week, it was just, obviously I was going to travel to a major. If it had been another event, I might have spent another week at home with the family. But it was just coming in going, well, the golf game was pretty good a month ago. It kind of disappeared that far. And, as I said, I needed a break. It had been, I think I've been away for 11 of 13 weeks at the start of the year. And it's actually almost pneumonia was a benefit in a way that I just got home and knew I could do nothing and just relax. And yeah, coming in this week fresh has been pretty good so far.
And you look like you scrambled really well. What was your best save out there?
Probably the best save was on 7. I had an awful iron shot in there from the middle of the fairway and short right of the bunker on the downslope, and just it's one of those you just go, I'm going to make 5 and get away with it. And I hit one to about 20 feet behind it and hold it and sort of walked off and gone, well, I'm not going to make too many better pars than that out here today. And there was a couple of nice bunker shots as well on the par 3s, 3 and 11, which they're 2 pretty tricky holes out there, and nice to make par on those as well.
All right, let's go to microphone 5, followed by 12, please.
Ryan, what can you say was going on the 1st and 14th tees when your group was on 14 teams? Seems like there was a lot of action there at that time.
Yeah, I mean, it was just horrendously slow. I think we got there and there was 2 groups waiting on the 14th tee, and a group had just teed off one. And I mean, you kind of know it's going to back up there with the 2 tees, but I didn't quite expect it to be quite as bad as it was. I thought they weren't playing as the call-up hole originally, but everyone was calling everyone up. I think it was just one of those. It's just a bottleneck there. It's a short par 4. I think it was a little tricky pin today as well on 14, and yeah, just slowed up big time. It kind of felt like almost a new round started on 14T for us.
I think you were there for about 20 minutes or so. What do you do in that time, and how do you ended up birdieing the hole? So,
yeah, I mean, just talk crap basically with everyone on the tee. There was enough people to talk to, and I got up and wailed one way right and hit a pretty awful tee shot, pretty stiff, and hit an amazing chip shot and hold like a 20-footer from off the green. So it wasn't a normal birdie, but it was kind of nice to, it would have been really easy to make bogey from where I was. It really kept the round going there.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that birdie at 14, which is pretty special, actually. I'm curious, when did you get back to the United States? How much practice did you have out here?
I flew Auckland, Chicago on Sunday night, stayed, I think I got into Chicago at like 6 or 7 p.m., stayed in the hotel, flew out to Rochester at 7 a.m. on Monday morning and came out here and played 9 holes Monday afternoon. So there's probably still a little bit of jet lag in there, but as I said earlier, I think having uninterrupted sleep's also been quite good this week.
And then did you play more than the 9 holes on Monday?
Yeah,
go out again?
I played 9 Monday, 18 Tuesday, early Tuesday morning, and then played 9 yesterday when it warmed up. So I've had a decent amount of prep in that regard, so I just hope I don't sort of waste all my energy on that for the rest of the week.
Given that, when you started your round, did you feel like you were about as prepared as you would have been, for any other event that you played in this year?
Yes and no. I mean, I generally like playing the week before a major, so and I've always been, after a decent break, always been a little rusty coming back. So I did expect that, but I also thought this is kind of a golf course. You don't have to shoot 20 under round. If you can shoot around par this week, you're going to be there or thereabouts. So I kind of had that in the back of my head and just go, well, if you make bogeys, it doesn't really matter. Just limit your mistakes. And I managed to hit a few good shots out there and ride a really hot putter. And I'm standing here talking to you guys now, so it's not bad.
Cool. Looks like that's it for questions.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
Your daughter, Margot?
Margot, yeah.
Spell it?
Margot.
Okay, just want to make sure. Thank you.
Cool. Thanks, guys.